What if I told you that our world has narrowly avoided total destruction multiple times? From deadly pandemics to nuclear standoffs, history is full of moments that could have spelled the end for humanity. In today's video, we'll count down the top 10 historical events that could have ended the world. Stick around for the end, because number 1 is something you won't want to miss. Number 10, the Tunguska Event of 1908. Imagine a mysterious explosion, more powerful than an atomic bomb, flattening over 2,000 square kilometers of Siberian forest. The Tunguska Event was caused by a meteoroid or comet fragment exploding in the atmosphere. Had it struck a populated area, it could have caused unprecedented devastation, potentially altering the course of history. Luckily, it hit a remote area, but it serves as a stark reminder of the threats lurking in space. What would we do if a similar event happened today? Number 9, the Black Death of the 14th century. This devastating pandemic wiped out nearly 1/3 of Europe's population. With an estimated death toll of 200 million people, the Black Death caused unimaginable suffering and societal upheaval. Had it spread even further, human civilization might have been pushed to the brink. The plague changed the course of history, but humanity endured and eventually recovered. Today, we continue to learn from this dark chapter, improving our responses to pandemics. Number 8, the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. For 13 days, the world teetered on the edge of nuclear annihilation as the United States and the Soviet Union faced off over missile deployments in Cuba. One wrong move could have triggered a nuclear war, leading to unimaginable destruction and potentially ending human civilization. Diplomacy and cooler heads prevailed, but the crisis showed just how close we came to disaster. It was a moment when humanity collectively held its breath. Number 7, the eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815. This massive volcanic eruption in Indonesia was the most powerful in recorded history, leading to the year without a summer in 1816. The resulting global climate anomalies caused widespread crop failures and food shortages, pushing the world towards famine. Had the eruption been even more severe, it could have triggered a global catastrophe, drastically altering human survival. It reminds us of the fragile balance we rely on for our food supply. Number 6, the Chicxulub asteroid impact. Although it happened 66 million years ago, this event is crucial. The asteroid that struck the Yucatan Peninsula led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. Imagine if a similar event happened today. The impact would be catastrophic, potentially wiping out all advanced life forms on Earth. Thankfully, we have some measures in place to detect and deflect potential threats from space. However, the question remains, are we truly prepared? Before we continue with our countdown, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. And now, back to the list. Number 5, the Great Famine of 1315 to 1317. Triggered by a series of bad weather events and crop failures, this famine swept across Europe, causing mass starvation and death. The social and economic impacts were profound, and prolonged famine could have led to even greater societal collapse. The resilience of human communities was tested, but they managed to survive this dark period. It's a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. Number 4, the potential eruption of a supervolcano. Yellowstone, for instance, sits atop one of the largest active volcanic systems in the world. A supervolcanic eruption could eject vast amounts of ash and gas into the atmosphere, causing a volcanic winter and severe global climate change. The consequences would be dire, affecting agriculture, health, and the very fabric of human society. It's a scenario that scientists closely monitor. Number 3, asteroid 99942 Adophis. Initially, this near-Earth asteroid was thought to have a small chance of hitting Earth in 2029 or 2036. While the risk has since been downgraded, the potential impact of such an asteroid could cause massive destruction comparable to nuclear explosions. Monitoring and preparing for such threats remains a priority for space agencies worldwide. Our fate could hinge on our ability to act swiftly and effectively. Number 2, the 1918 Spanish flu. This deadly influenza pandemic infected about 1/3 of the world's population and caused an estimated 50 million deaths. The rapid spread and high mortality rate showed how vulnerable humanity is to pandemics. Modern medicine has improved our defenses, but the threat of future pandemics remains a critical concern. We must continue to strengthen our global health systems. And finally, number 1, the development of nuclear weapons. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 showcased the devastating power of nuclear weapons. The subsequent arms race during the Cold War led to the accumulation of thousands of nuclear warheads, capable of annihilating human civilization many times over. The concept of mutually assured destruction has so far prevented their use, but the existence of these weapons remains a constant existential threat. It's a reminder of the delicate balance we must maintain to ensure our survival. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to mention a few other historical events that also pose significant threats to humanity. Chernobyl disaster of 1986, where a catastrophic nuclear accident released large quantities of radioactive particles into the atmosphere, could have been even more disastrous had the situation not been contained. And the Y2K bug, a computer flaw that was anticipated to cause global technological failures at the turn of the millennium. While it turned out to be less impactful than feared, extensive efforts were made to prevent potential chaos. From cosmic threats to human-made dangers, these events remind us of our planet's fragility and the importance of vigilance and preparedness. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Let us know in the comments which event you found the most terrifying. And if you know of other potential world-ending events, drop them in the comments. Your insights could spark our next discussion. Together, we can keep history alive and learn from it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on History 101.